Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. Hope you're doing great today, wherever you are. Thanks so much for being here with us. Got a fun show for you today. I've got an interesting topic that I think will inspire you. Hopefully, it will. We've got to have a bit of fun in our 60s and enjoy this beautiful life that we have been given and the opportunities that we have. And I think having friends standing by our side is super important. And so I'm happy that you're here in my life. So thank you. Thanks for all the lovely comments, by the way. You guys leave such wonderful, positive reinforcement and compliments about what we do. And, for me, it's my pleasure. It's my honor to be able to do these things with you and for you. So every morning I have a cup of tea here to share. And I've got my, where's my tea? Oh, it's a pucka one. And it's called chamomile, vanilla, and manuka honey. Pucka does some really interesting teas. I got a collection of them at Christmas and I'm still working through them. So cheers, everybody. Hope that you've got my lipstick's there. Hope that you've got a really nice drink, cup of tea, coffee, or something that you love. Have a sip. It's really good. Anyway, nice way to start the day. Tea is my favorite, but coffee is good too. Coffee is great as well. In fact, coffee is really good for you, I was told recently. So I will try it all. So the topic today is one written by an article written by Brooke Nichols, who's one of our bloggers. Brooke is a really fun writer. You should check out the whole article. But she raised a topic that I wanted to share with you because it's such a fun one and one that you may not have thought of. And she was saying that when she was married and even after she was married, she mixed with men and women equally. In the workplace, we had our friends that were men and women. And, as we've gotten older, we now seem to have more women friends than men, especially if we are divorced. And that's kind of how, the dynamic is changing. And Brooke is saying, of course, now that more women are getting divorced and getting separated and husbands are passing away, that a lot of women are by themselves, and 90% now, she says, of her friends are women, and that's probably the case for a lot of you as well. And so these silver divorces, of course, are really tipping the balance now. Women are out there solo, traveling, doing their own thing. It's a really fascinating world. I've noticed this when I go out, even just to the next town on the bus, just how many older women there are out there, and they're working, they're shopping, they're creating things, they're in the craft stores buying fabric, they're just doing things with their lives. Anyway, it's really fun. But she says, when you get older, it's important that you find your tribe. And I love our card actually from our Aging Beautifully deck. This is our deck of inspirational cards. They're by my side all the time, but I do love them, and I keep putting it upside down. There we go. Aging Beautifully. So there's a card in there, which is, where is it gone? It's called Find Your Tribe. And this is the thing. You've got to have women by your side that know you, that love you, that understand you. And this is what Brooke is saying, that these women hold you up. They're holding your hand through some of the tough times that we have in our 60s. And we bond. And we have a good time together. And that's what she's talking about here in this article. That, we've got more time that we can devote to just having a good time. And she talks about one thing that you may have done when you were a teenager. But what about having a slumber party? Why not? Bring over your pajamas, your nightdress, whatever you love to sleep in, be comfy, and just get a group of women together and come on over and have a slumber party. Have a couple of drinks and no one has to drive home. Just crash on the sofas or beds or wherever you can find in the house, depending on the size of your property, and just having a really nice dinner, a wine, and a sleepover. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be a huge, elaborate dinner. It can be a potluck where people just all bring something. It could just be a big bowl of pasta with different toppings or sauces and, just a salad, just something fun. And no, judgment on the food. Just have some nice, simple dinner, maybe a fun dessert, even a fruit salad, just something easy. And then a drink or two, and then sleep. And then you wake up in the morning and you have breakfast together, make a big omelet or scrambled eggs, and just think how easy that is. Like, we don't have to make it complicated. But when you have a slumber party, you're sitting there in your PJs and you're talking away, all these things come out, memories and things you've done together, or that maybe it's maybe it's someone you've not, got to know too well. Anyway, I think slumber parties are a great idea. I just wish that we could get together with 60 and Me and have slumber parties. I think that'd be a really fun thing to do. Laptop, you could even, she says, if we even maybe got one of our friends online on the dating site that, you know, in a slumber party, just having fun together. Maybe all go on, see what you can find, but just enjoy it. Just chill, relax, and don't you know, take it all too seriously. Another thing she talks about is all-girl dance parties. Now, this is where you can go out to a place that offers, you know, a place to dance, and you could do tango and you know, learn new dances, or do it at home. It doesn't matter if you don't have a big place. Just get 4 or 5 women over, put, you know, decorate a little bit, put some banners up or some I don't know, some of those room stickers, and just put the Motown music on, put the fun dance music, and just dance around. It's okay. I mean, I think it's really all part of, you know, not worrying about what anyone thinks of you, just or what you look like, and just having fun. Just dance the night away. And another one of these cards I picked up was just laugh more. You know, just laugh. Honestly, we take ourselves way too seriously, so just laugh more. That's one of our little cards. I remembered, actually, it reminded me, I wrote this note down when I was in Bali, and I was hanging out with some really lovely people. And this one guy, Alex, was a really good friend. We did some traveling around, and he's just a super guy. And he's got a couple of young children, and we just would, you know, get together, have meals, and just chat away. But we took a trip in a Volkswagen bus one day, and he had told the girl that was the driver or managing the bus what music I liked, which was, I told him, Motown, because I lived in Detroit. And so she had put together this tape. It was a tape, and put it in the machine, and we were like singing karaoke. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no mountain low or valley low enough. Oh, just, you know, my mama told me you can't hurry love. Remember all those songs? And we had such fun. And he actually took pictures of it all. I actually should show you sometime, but it was a really good time. And I was just out of myself, you know. I got out of my judgmental Margaret self and my 60 and Me self even, and I just had fun singing karaoke. So there you go. That's an idea. Just have a all-girls dance or singing overnight party. Really good fun. The other thing that she talks about is doing girls' weekends. And this would be where you basically pack up and go on a train or go somewhere. It doesn't have to be far. You can get an Airbnb. If you've got 4 people, you can do this for, like, you know, a room for, I don't know, $80, and each pay 20. It's really, really cheap. And usually there's a pull-out sofa, or even just a sofa bed that you can, you know, some of these Airbnbs and hotels are great value if you're traveling as a group. So, and just go somewhere different. You know, get up in the morning and go out to the local, wherever you are, have a coffee, go to the local cafe. Just be teenagers again, be kids again, be young women again. Be free. Just be free. And, you know, you have a fun weekend. You can explore galleries, you can go to the museums, you can do some shopping. And I like to go places where there are like bohemian shops, you know, boutique shops, where you're not just looking at the high street shops, something where there's something interesting. Set yourself a budget. You know, you're going to spend $20. No, go crazy. Don't even take a big credit card with you. Just a few, something that you can treat yourself. Buy a postcard. Buy something that's memorable, and just have a good time together. And, you know, Brooke is saying here that this can be the most, what's the word? Well, energizing, but also bonding exercise. And she says, don't worry about knowing the women that much. I mean, if it's your best friends, great, that's wonderful. Get the girls together and women together and go out and have fun. But if there's someone new to town or someone new in your community, just go ahead and invite them. You know, it's not going to be scary. And if you don't, on the girls' weekend, if you don't go too far, you know, you can always go home if you're not having fun. But it just, to me, that was the extreme, from a slumber party, which is very simple, bottle of wine and some snacks, to a girls' weekend. Those are 3, and also going to having a dance party. 3 ideas that are really fun. And maybe that's something that you've done already. I'd love to know. Tell us your story. If you've done something like that, just leave it in the comment section below. Just write it out. And say, you know, what you've done that with girlfriends that was just so much fun and brought you together as friends, as your tribe. You found your tribe. I love this card. This is my very favorite card in that deck. So have a really good weekend. If you're going out somewhere today, just do something fun for yourself, and maybe chat with a couple of friends and see if they want to do any of these ideas. I think that would be wonderful. And tell us, what have you done that's with girlfriends, slumber party, dance party, weekend away? Is there something you do every year? I was just occurred to me that I have a lot of women say they get together once a year and do something fun. They go somewhere, and so if you do that, share with us. That would be fun. Anyway, everybody, please remember to check out our 60andme website, 60andme.com. If you want to get our newsletter, just be sure to go to 60andme.com/membership. And then if you want to, of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And when you go out to our website, by the way, I just deviate for a second here. There's tons of stuff there. It's not, I mean, I talk about things like makeup and beauty and downsizing and fun, travel. But when you go to the website, we've got articles on financial security, on retirement, on health and well-being, some really useful articles and that help you to live healthier in your 60s and 70s, 80s, 90s. And the site also has a free games section. We've got lots of articles by wonderful bloggers like Brooke, but there's a lot there. That's 60andme.com. And that's it, I think. I just want to remind you about that because sometimes we chat away here and it's like, I forget there's another world out there with 60 and Me. So thank you again for being here. Tell us what you have done with girlfriends that was fun so we can share, and look forward to speaking with you in the future soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.